Hello, hello. Let's see if we have solved our issues with the audio. Can you hear me? Just checking. Let's see how we are doing. How are we doing? Awesome. Because last time we had all kinds of problems. And the reason is I was trying to do a downward camera. I had a second camera. I had figured it all out and I thought I was being all cool and stuff. And somehow it messed up the audio. So I'm glad we at least have audio this time around. We don't have any downward shots. But we can make do. And the other thing I found in the last stream, which we didn't get to take advantage of, is now we're filming and showing it in 1080p, 30 frames a second. So it should also look better than it did in the past. So all these things are good. All right, awesome. Awesome, awesome. So a little bit different this time. So what I'm going to do from now on is I'm actually going to be putting the link to the Google form for the giveaway. It's going to be in the description. And what I found is whether you're on a computer, on an Apple device, or an Android device, it seems to work better if it's in the description and not in the live chat for whatever reason. So I'm putting it there. Hopefully that should work for you. Let me know if you're not able to get access. I'm just kind of curious. In general, though, we've kind of been able to make it work. And in case you were not sure how this works, we do giveaways every single time we do a live stream. Just for showing up, we're going to have at least one group of things for giveaway. But today, I'm actually feeling like I'm going to spice things up a little bit. So we'll have someone winning just for sure, at least one winner. And then we'll also have someone who can win things at 300 concurrent viewers. And in addition to that, I'm actually going to do what we've done in the past, which is for memberships or, subscriptions, every 20 that we get during the stream, I'm going to give something else away. So I have at least two. So what we're going to do is every 20 memberships, I'm going to kind of up the game. I'm not going to tell you what they are, but they're going to be premium in nature. And if I have to, if we get more than that, we'll figure that out. But so we have at least one thing for giveaway, and using the same form, you only enter one time. Okay. And we can have, who knows? We'll see how many winners we get today. So I'm feeling good about it. I will say this, though. I will not be shipping anything out till next week because I'm going to be going away till like Wednesday or so. So just to be aware about that, I will be sending out emails when this is all concluded, like I normally do, but I will not be shipping anything out till next week. Let's see. Did I miss any information? Performance data. Oh, I should. Let me change that. March. It's March. All right. All right. Let's fix that. All right. So fix that. Should say 27 March 24. Okay. Should be good. So the first winner, this one I'm going to show you guys. Let's see over here. I do. This is kind of cool. Now, the reason I'm giving this away is because I've worn it one time. I like it. I love this thing actually, but I wore it one time and it hasn't been worn since. And the reason is I've fallen in love with this little company called There. And check out this absolute beauty of a watch that I have. This is their chronograph Panda. I haven't really worn anything else, so I'm giving away watches that I've barely worn that are just awesome. So the first one is going to be this. So this is a all red Casio Oak, they call it. It's the G-Shock Casio, but it's not just the watch. I actually have this really cool kit. I made a video about it, but I had a second kit that I purchased. And basically, this will allow you to convert it to an all metal frame with a rotating bezel as well. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool little kit. So that's going to be going with it as well. Now, these were like $60 or $70 by themselves, these kits, and you can't get them in the US. I had to find it on AliExpress. So this will be the first winner. We'll get the G-Shock as well as that kit. So if they want to do it, they can. That will be the winner. So pretty cool, right? When something is good like that and it's been sitting, I want someone to get use out of it, and it's an amazing watch. I just don't wear them. I just don't wear them, and so there you go. It's gonna look really cool in that frame, I think, with the black and the red. But yeah, I've been wearing a ton of Wear watches lately, and just they're just super good. So, and when I do wear a watch like that, I prefer the Lineage model that I have. So I never wear it. That's what it comes down to. I gave the other Casio away a few weeks ago, and so now I'm giving this one away. So there you go. All right. Was it it was it 200 or 300? Tim, do you remember if we were saying we would do another prize at 200 viewers or 300 viewers? I forget. I forget. No, I can't remember. It's been that kind of week. It's also been a few weeks since we've done a live stream. Yeah, I love Casio. Like way too much, really. What is Tim saying? It was 200. Okay. Then at 200, we will do the second winner. I trust Tim on this one. By the way, is it working through the microphone? Is the question. Can you hear me equally good right now, even though I'm not on screen? That would be a good test. Make sure the microphone's actually working. But yeah, no, I am a huge fan of Casio, but I like this watch right here. This is the G-Shock Square, but I put it in an aftermarket case. So this is in a steel. This has got a steel band now. This is awesome. I love it now. It's so much better than it was with the rubber band. And these are the watches from Wear that I've been wearing them a lot. Absolutely awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome watches. Yeah. This is another one. So sporty one with the blue. Talked about it a little bit in my past videos. But yeah, I have watches that are basically worn one time, and that's not acceptable. I'm not gonna wear them. I should be giving them away. All right. Okay, so it's coming out of this then. Wasn't on when I walked away. So this is not actually working. Darn. Okay, I'll have to figure out what that's all about, but I'm not gonna worry about it today. Justin L gifted 10 memberships. Thank you so much. We're going to have a whole bunch of people joining as channel partners. Look at all this. Awesome. And now I'm actually seeing it on the chat in Restream, which is awesome. Thank you. Thank you. On that note, what do you recommend for watch bands for lots of sweat? Leather nor metal works well, and silicone is always popping off while walking corn. I'm surprised you don't like the metal bands. I found that in general, metal bands are pretty decent if you get the right type. Some are like really flush with the skin, but the one I really like that doesn't seem to bother me is the Milanese metal band. And there's because it's got a lot of venting here. Oh, wait, it's actually in that same case. All right, so here's an example. Let me pull it out. You're probably not going to be able to see it very well, but this is an example of a Milanese band. This is a black one, and they're somewhat flexible, and there's like basically a gap in them all the way across. I found these to be quite nice because there's different heights, so there's more space for water to kind of get away from your body. I like those bands. Also, not all rubber bands are made equal. Like the one on the Casio really sucks, and the one on the G-Shock Square really sucks. But they have like some cheaper Casios that have really good bands. Like weirdly enough, the AE 1200, which is like the Casio Royale, is really good. Like it for some reason doesn't bother me. I don't know. It's weird. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Any other questions? So it looks like everyone found the link to the giveaway, which is awesome. So, Tim, don't I wouldn't recommend copying it over to the live chat because for whatever reason it doesn't like that. But just let them know it's down in the description. Thanks, Tim. Uh, this is not a stupid question. So you will know because you'll have like a little icon that's like max level EDC. It'll be if it's just started for the first time, it'll be black. And as you keep that membership, if you decide to keep it, it will change color. And I think we have a couple people now with like the blue one, which is really cool. It's nice to see people that have, had been a member for a while. And so what that will do is there's going to be other benefits in the future, but one of the things that you'll benefit from is being able to enter the monthly giveaway, which is like 3 winners and you have a week to enter that. And in fact, right before the stream, I put it up on the community section on YouTube. So you can go over there and find it and you can enter it the same way. So one entry, and that's all you have to do. And then you can potentially win twice, which is pretty awesome. So we're definitely going to talk about the Roxon Flex for sure. And I want to tell you why. So this is the Roxon Flex. If you guys have been following the channel, this is a up and coming modular tool. It's different from the Goat tool, and I think that both those companies are actually going to do very well in the next couple of years. But this one, it turns out, we thought only worked with 2 long implements, but I was able to figure out how to do multiples, and I want to show you the setup I got. Pretty cool. So it's probably because this guy's probably just watching it from the beginning instead of watching it live. Okay. So I actually think both these companies are going to end up being okay because the people who aren't going to be as okay are some of the other larger companies. I think that they're going to take a long time to get in on this act. They're going to believe for a long time that's not worth it. And then it'll be too late once the platform is perfected. So we'll see. Have you ever tried the Olight i5 Plus and is it worth it? It's a solid light. In fact, I have one over here. Let me show you. So this is an Olight i5T Plus. And what I like about this light is you see how it ramps slowly? One of the cool things about that is if you have eye sensitivity, it's actually pretty good because it takes a little bit longer to get up to the max brightness on it. It's solid, but since been really outclassed. Like the new Nightcore is so much better than this light. It's actually scary. Like the Nightcore one, which I think was on sale, might still be on sale, in fact today, like I think it's an NH12 it's called. That light is ridiculous. Like that's the one you want to buy. It's so much brighter, it's scary. And it's very efficient on the low mode as well. Okay, what did I just miss? Angelo just gifted 1 membership. Thank you, Angelo. I appreciate that. Can I show that? Will it show it? Haha. Thank you, Angelo. That's awesome. And I can show that now. That's great. So we are at 11 gifted memberships, or 11 people joined so far. So if we get 9 more, I will open the first box, and that will be separate from the 200 people requirement. So that'll show you what that will be for a prize. Yeah, I've never seen a Leatherman come in the box with a missing pivot screw. That's a first for me. I've never seen that before. So that was pretty interesting to see. So thanks for sharing it. I appreciate it. I mean, what's your budget? So first of all, at the very bottom of that budget realm is the Mora Robust, right? The Mora Robust is definitely the toughest cheap knife. Okay, I will get to the other ones in a second, but I just want to say that Dean just gifted 10 memberships, which means we are going to be looking at our first uh, you know, prize for that little thing. Oh, thank you so much, Dean. You are the man. Just want to make sure I didn't miss anything else while we're here. So we currently have that basically reset it. So we have one. So we need 19 more for the next one. And the next one is a big one. I'll tell you right now. But this will be added to the potential winners. Remember that you have to be present at 9:45 when I start doing the drawings, but I think you guys are going to like this. So I talked about it briefly. This thing is a monster. Beautiful aluminum scales, mill titanium pocket clip, 154 cm blade. It's called the Momo. Look at the size of this thing. Is that a beauty or what? This is actually one of my favorite ones they come out with recently. It is an absolute crazy, crazy knife. Like, it is really good action, beautiful fit and finish. They did a great job with this knife. Really did. This was a good one. I just have so many knives. But anyway, here, this is going to be the item that we will be giving away. So that will come after the, yeah, it's going to be awesome. I think it's called the Momo. It's sharp. Yeah, everything from Kaiser is very sharp out of the box. Wait, what? Wait, what? Ryan just gifted 10 memberships. Thank you. Okay, so we're down to 9 for the next one. Okay, maybe I should have made sure I had enough. Okay, let me just really make sure I still have my 3 items for the winners of the monthly, and then I'll put the rest aside. Let me see something. If not, okay, all right, I got at least one more. I got at least one more ready to rock. Okay, there we go. Just double checking. Okay, yeah, things got crazy. All right. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Look at all these new members. Don't forget, if you were given a membership, you can go to the community section and you can potentially win for the month. So you have 7 days to fill that one out, by the way. So you're good. Yes, these are the Meta glasses. And oh, I forgot I just turned on my music by accident. Okay. All right. Yeah, they're awesome. I've been loving them. They're great. Now, they're not on right now, but watch this. So if I want to record, hold the button down, turns the light on, and this is the camera right here. So right now I can take a minute of film and turn it off whenever I want, or I could just take a picture, it clicks, and then that's one picture. It's awesome. It's really great when I walk around like SHOT Show or Blade Show Atlanta. It's really great. Too early on, and Angela gifted 1. All right. Thank you, Tim, for keeping track, because I can miss this stuff. So we're 17. We need 17. All right, for the next one, I think, right? Yeah. 36. Sorry, 36. Wait. Okay, I can't keep track. All right. And Stasu just gifted another 5 memberships. So thank you. Look at all those channel partners. Awesome. Thank you guys. You guys are the best. So I guess we're there. There's 41. And I have at least one more. I have at least one more ready to rock. But wait till you see number 2. This one, this close to keeping. I was so close. But I already have like a better one, at least in my opinion. If I didn't have a better one, like the same thing, just different materials, I would have kept this knife. This knife is ridiculous. So check this out. This is the Kaiser Drop Bear in red, white, and blue fat carbon in S45 VN blade steel. So I believe these are a limited release. The action is insane. This is one of the best knives on the market. Genuinely, I mean that. Genuinely one of the best knives on the market. And it kicks the living daylights out of something like a Benchmade bug out. I mean, this thing is so good. So this is going to be the next winner. is going to be the Heiser Drop Bear in S45BN. So how cool is that? All right, I have at least one more that we can do if we hit the 60 mark. I didn't expect it to be so quickly. Thanks, Tim, for keeping track. I really appreciate it. Thank you for everyone who just did that. That's amazing. We got all these new channel partners, so that's gonna be great. I hope you guys stick around and continue to be one. I don't think it does it automatically recurring, but as Tim is keeping track of that, I want to talk about the Roxon Flex a little bit. So let me show you what I was able to fit inside the tool, which is crazy. It's supposed to only carry 2 long tools, but I was able to fit a lot more than that. And the like it's just this little thing we figured out. So basically, let me show you. I was able to fit into it a file, serrated blade, the can opener, just like so 3 small tools, and I picked these for mine. And then on the other side, I have a saw, scissor, flathead, and the Phillips. Now, if you wanted the bit driver, like the bit driver, you can do 3 long tools, but not 4, right? You can do 3 long tools, but not 4. And as you can see, they basically remain flush. I just have to make that small modification to the scissor, and then all of a sudden it will fit perfectly inside. So I thought what would be cool, since we have the ability to do this, let me open up a new thing. I wanted to show you guys what we're doing here. Let me go ahead and all right. So make sure we did this. All right, cool. So I wanted to briefly show you guys CPM 154, by the way, is way more expensive. Like not a little bit more, it's like 3 times as much. So yeah, and also it's hard to get it exported. It's just they also make a lot less of it. But I agree with you, it's better, but it's just much more expensive. Okay, so let me, I'm not gonna be able to see the comments, but I wanted to show you guys how this works. So when you go to Roxon's website, you can add anything you want, right? So if I click this, it will take me to a little menu, and then it'll allow me to show the layout. And if I slide down, I can then add the implements I want. It's actually, weirdly enough, it works better on mobile than it does on the computer. There's so many random things being shown here. But you can see, you can just add this up. So if I do like a straight blade, scissor, and then I'm going to go with the diamond file, which is $8. And then the saw, you'll notice that it doesn't show the tools in the frame, right? It doesn't show more than 2. But when you order them, they're still down here. It's the same price either way. And then you can add whatever the smaller tools are that you actually want. So let's say I wanted the flathead like I did, and we'll do the 2-layer Phillips. Where's the Phillips? Phillips, and then that finishes one side, and then well, no, it technically doesn't, but you'll get the idea. So if, let's say, I get the small scalpel holder, which is a small tool, and then I can do 2 more. I'll just pick 2 more. Okay, so you'll notice that there's 2 gaps here, like right in the tool. If I were to order it like this, so first of all, the price, let me go down here. The price, where's the price? Should show me the price at this point. Weirdly enough, oh, is it all the way down? There we go. The price, so at the moment, the price with the way I've set it up, it's $92. So it's a sliding scale. And what's weird is you can actually make this tool a lot cheaper than the base $80 price. So let's say I wanted a blade and a scissor, right? Get rid of these. And then I go down here and I click 2 bit drivers, right? You can technically put 2 bit drivers in here. and I go all the way down, it's only $64. Like, that's pretty interesting. But you can really vary how much you put in here. And what they don't, when there's a space unoccupied in the thing, they give you spacers to occupy that space. So you can of course do what I've done when you get your tool, but you're also going to get those spacers included, which is nice. I like that. So I just wanted to show you guys, you can get what I had. You in it, they're not going to like prevent you from doing that. That was the big thing. So So yeah, you can Tim, you can post the link to the pre-order, that's fine. I do think that um it's okay. It's probably okay if you wanted to wait on this to kind of let it kind of flesh itself out. But I do think the fact that you can order this and they're going to work themselves into just, delivering a different tool set for everyone is just insane. Like the logistics of that, every company has said they couldn't do. And there's also a chance that Roxon will get overwhelmed. It's hard to know, right? So if they can do it though, it's going to be amazing. I just no one very hard. It's very hard to do what Roxon is trying to do, which is deliver thousands of unique tools to different people. I mean that is really different from what we're used to. Okay, all right. I am going to turn that off for a second. Okay, so let's see what we got going here. So we did that. Uh, it depends because when I met them in January, had a pre-established tool set that changed. Right, they decided to do it custom like this. I don't know what that's going to mean for something like Amazon sales because they can't sell the way they're doing on Roxon's website on Amazon. I'm gonna guess they're gonna have a pre-established tool set that they'll offer like somewhere like Amazon for $80. And then if you wanted, you have to order custom from Roxon's website directly. It's actually quite smart because it makes people want to go to the website to instead get the tool they want, right? Which I actually think is a really good idea. Like for them, it's smart. So I believe it's a 10-year warranty. I have to look at their website, and I've heard, and I wouldn't take my own viewpoint on this because, like, right, they know me, but a lot of people said they've had good experience with their customer service, so that's good. As far as being as tough as Leatherman, come on, that's not fair. It's not going to be as tough as a Leatherman. It's not going to be as tough as a Leatherman Wave, and that's just a reality. What you're losing in some durability, you're gaining in flexibility, right? Um, I do think it's going to be decent. It's going to be absolutely good enough to be a reliable multi-tool. But the problem I think today is we expect too much. We want multi-tools to be like dedicated tools, and they're not. So just be aware of that. Like I see so many broken tools from people who should simply have just not treated them so badly. Like they're just like cranking on them like it's some Knipex. I've been saying that wrong by the way. It's Knipex, not Knipex. It's Knipex. So a German did correct me on this one. So I will work on that. Um, but yeah, it's not like that, right? You're going to absolutely need to uh take not overdo it. In the case of modular multi-tools, is it worth worrying about a quarter-inch driver when you could free up the space and get a hoto? It's a very good question. The benefit of something like a goat tool or a Roxon Flex is that you don't have to make that decision. Now, as far as I know, goat tool does not yet have like just a Phillips driver. They only have their bit system, so that's kind of a moot point. But in the case of Flex, you get the choice between using the Phillips and taking up only two slots, or the quarter inch in four. And For me, I actually prefer to have the dedicated Phillips, especially because of how narrow it is. It's going to be able to get into recessed spots. And here's the thing, right? This is the way I look at it. In order for a bit driver to be better than that, because it only has like the Phillips, right? Uh, I would have to carry additional bits anyway. And if I'm going to carry additional bits, why not just have an entire screwdriver, like you're saying with the Hoto? I'm kind of in that philosophy at this point. Like I want fewer pieces that I can lose. Does that make sense? Saying Knipex. That's how you say it. I watched a lot of stuff. I want to make sure I say it right. Mostly because it will drive some people crazy that I say like that's not the way to say it. I'm like, no, that's how you say it. Knipex. Oh yeah, like my favorite is the favorite pronunciation thing was the Civivi Chevalier. They were calling it the Cavalier, and I was laughing so hard. I'm like, they're not like technically. I mean, I get it. I can see it, but like it's Chevalier. It's so funny. A naming is hysterical, and I get names wrong all the time. So I'm not judging. I just enjoy it. You know what I mean? Look, German's a hard language. It's a hard language to learn. But thankfully we have a lot of examples. They even have their own like little like 1 minute video where it's just pronouncing it right. So no excuses for anyone to get it wrong. Okay, I want to address this. So, replacement bits will always be an advantage. I disagree, and only, but in a specific context. I disagree that they're always an advantage if they are proprietary in nature. So if they are proprietary in nature or hard to find, then they're not always better. So like the Leatherman bits are a really big problem because you can't replace it. If you break the T6, you have to buy an entire new kit, right? But if you're talking standard quarter inch, fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, they're not, but you're going to need even a bit extender is not going to allow that Phillips to insert itself into a recessed screw. I mean, there's plenty of HVAC technicians that don't use bit drivers, right? They use long, um, standard drivers of each type because they need that narrower width. I mean, they needs to be smaller than the 6.35 millimeter total dimension of the hex bit. You know what I mean? Yes, long bits, but then you may not have that, right? Like if you're taking like something like a multi-tool with you, probably not carrying a stack of long hex bits. You know what I mean? And if you're gonna do that, you might as well just have an entire toolkit at that point. I can see your texts. Yeah, we can see your texts. Like I think what I've done over time is I've realized that multi-tools are best when they're self-sufficient, meaning that they don't have as much with it. I think that the Leatherman Surge kind of got people into this headspace of this mini toolkit, but with how soft Leatherman bits are, it's not that great at what it does. The Surge is amazing, don't get me wrong. But I've found like if I can't do with what I have in here, I should just go get regular tools. Like that's kind of the way I feel. It's like there's a point where you just go, no, put that down, go get some tools. 44. Dang. Thank you guys for joining. I appreciate it. Angela just gifted another one, 45. So I have one more thing. So we'll cut it off at 60, and I do have one more thing I can give away. That's a premium nature. And if we get there. But in the meantime, we have about 12 minutes before we do the drawing. Um, if during the course of that we get to 60, I will just add it at the end. Okay. So if that happens. But as far as the entries are concerned, if you have not entered your single entry, and you don't have to be a member, by the way, to do this, anyone can do it. Go to the description of the video and click on the link. It will take you to a Google form, and that Google form you need to fill out, and then we will draw it from there. Just for clarification, that 4-digit code is something you create, and it's for a reference between the two of us so that you know that when I email you, I'm actually me, not some random scammer, right? That's the whole point. Oh no, really? That's so. Is it the one that we like, the $10 one? That little $10 knife? That would be so sad because that was like one of the best $10 purchases you could make. Boy, I'm pretty sure that's what you're talking about because that's the only one that I'm, familiar with from Harbor Freight. That sucks. Yeah. So we're also about 19 people away from that next thing, and I will show you what. Well, no, I'm not going to show it to you unless we get to 200. But we're close. We're almost there. We tend to sometimes sneak it in right before that 9:45 mark. It's pretty funny. But yeah, if we hit that mark, then we'll do another drawing. We already up to 3 things for giveaway, and it could be as much as 5 total winners. So yeah, it's right below. It says join. It probably says join, and that's how you join as a channel partner, if you're wondering. I don't know if it's a dollar sign. Let me see what it looks like. No, it just says join. There's no dollar sign. It's right next to, yeah, under the videos. Ooh, how many is that for Ramses? Jesus. Thank you. You are the man. I mean, just this guy always in here, just hanging out. Thank you. Really. It means a lot. 50. We hit 50. So we are 10 away, and we will hit the last one. Let me show you what the last one is. We could just show you, right? And if it's not, then it will probably be given away in the next video. It's going to be a Vosteed. It's a good one. And weirdly enough, I like the button lock variation more. Otherwise, I would have kept it. But I do like it a lot. This is the aluminum handled raccoon with their texture. It is a fantastic knife from this company, one of my favorites. And actually, I think one of my favorites when it comes to ergonomics. I think this is one of the most comfortable knives that I've ever seen. It is in 14C28N. Beautiful, beautiful knife. Really good action. Yep. This is what we could win if we hit another 10 new members. Very nice. And this one still has the nice clip, which pretty awesome. All right, so let me put that away. All right. And then we have another 8 minutes before we do the drawing. So please make sure you get at least one entry in. I'm going to check to make sure that there's no duplicates. Okay, so please do not do that. If you do it by accident, don't worry about it. I'll delete one of them. But yeah. You know what I'm going to do while I'm here? I'm actually going to go through just to save some time. Let me make sure that there's no duplicates. I'll delete them now. There's one. 2. Okay, I think that's it. Okay, good. Not too bad. Not too bad. Okay. Now let me get back to the stuff. So that's a little bit caught up. All right. What'd I miss? Anything good? Oh, wait, what? What did we miss? I did miss something. Somebody. Patriot Leather Goods. My buddy. Hey, look, wearing the hat. This is the guy that actually made my hat today. Pretty cool, right? I like it. Thanks, buddy. Also, is currently the maker of my absolute favorite wallet. This is the Murphy, and I've been carrying it ever since I got it. It is by far my favorite wallet, just without question. And it even has space for a notebook and a pocket pen. So yeah, it's awesome. Thanks. Appreciate it. All right, so where did I miss the other 5? How did I miss the other 5? Okay. Oh, we hit 200 as well. Whoa, there you go. So we're there. So we got the Vosti. So 3 through memberships, and I have to talk about what we're going to give away for hitting 200. So I have this watch, this one Timex that I really, really like. Okay. Now I found one that's in all black, and I have that one and I like it and I've kept it. But this went on sale a while back and I purchased it and I never wore it. It's a beautiful watch. So this is the Expedition, a chronograph. It has 100 meters of water resistance. It has the Indiglo backlight. If you press this, it's weird that it has 100 meters of water resistance. It's pretty awesome. So I have this one, and we're going to include with that a folding knife as well. So it'll be a folding knife plus that watch. And this is one I covered that was like one of the budget knives that I was really quite impressed with. So I have this knife right here, which you'll get as well. So a nice little knife in 14C28N. Great, great design on this one. So very nice knife. And yeah, so that's what we'll do for the last one. So that's a total 5 winners today. That should be really awesome. So in 4 minutes, we'll be doing that drawing. So we'll start with the first watch. We'll do the second one, and then we'll do the Momo, the Vostit, and then we'll finish it up with the most expensive, which is the Kaiser Drop Bear. Cool. No, it's an awesome watch. So Timex has these moments where they'll do something really good or like an outlier, but in general, I prefer Casio most of the time. But there's a few of them, and that's one, the Expedition chronograph. This thing is a beautiful watch. It's very busy, but I kind of like that. It reminds me of like the inside of a cockpit of a plane. Just a really cool watch. Just a really cool watch. All right. So we do talk a little bit about EDC stuff in this chat, but a lot of this is just about making sure that I can give away things. That's what a lot of the live streams are about. If I had 2 hours, we'd talk about a lot more. But it just want to make sure that we have the giveaways finished. Yes, 9:45 Eastern, which is going to be 2 more minutes. And I use the timestamps in the spreadsheet to tell me whether it's in before that time. So if you come in after 9:45, I'm going to delete those. So make sure you get it done. It doesn't take that long to fill out in the form. And yeah, let's see. We have how many entries so far? We have 182. Not too bad. So pretty close to the number we actually have present. Not bad, not bad. Okay. All right. No, not at all. Um, Feel free to tag me in any video, whatever. And actually, just so you know, if you make YouTube videos, if you're a content creator, YouTube will promote your content more if you actually keep people on the platform by linking to other videos. When I share about someone else's video or I link to their video, I actually go up. It's that backlinking thing, right? It actually helps you. So yeah, feel free. I think these are around 50 or so. 50 to like they can be like I got this pretty cheap. It was awesome. But I think they run around that 50 to 60 mark. So they're not like the cheapest ones, but they're kind of like right in the middle. Mhm. All right, so one more minute, just a little bit under a minute probably. Yeah, it helps. There's all kinds of little tricks, and the reality is we all help each other when we talk about similar subjects and we refer back to each other. Like basically what YouTube wants is for you to stay on YouTube, and as long as you're enabling that, they will continue to promote your content. All right, so we are at 9:45. I That's a silly question. First of all, the spot is way too big to be a survival knife, okay? I know that like there's you see these people with these huge knives for survival knives, but those are terrible at like precision up close tasks, which actually is a lot of things you do. Like a proper true survival knife probably shouldn't be bigger than 6 inches unless you're in the jungle and in this case a machete is the king. All right. So anyway, that's neither here nor there. Also, the Spada weighs a ton. Okay, just saying. All right, so let's get to business. All right, let me go ahead and pull up the random number generator. Why does it take so long? There we go. All right, now let me do this. Okay, so we have, see any entries that came in after? Couple, three, four. How many? All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 people came in after the time frame, unfortunately. Sorry, guys. Okay, 188. 2 to 188. In case you're wondering about this starting at 2, it's because there's a header. All right, so the way I always do this is I always count the third number in each roll, just for added randomness. Make sure we can see this. All right, random number generator 1, 2, and then here's going to be the winner, 18. That's a low number. All right, 18. So, and this is going to be this is going to be the Casio with the kit. All right, so this is going to be for that, and the winner is Earl uh, La Liberté. First name Earl. If you are here now, please hold your congratulations until after we have confirmed that they're here. And at some point we will. All right. We'll at some point we'll roll it again if necessary. Are we here, Earl? Okay, so I'm going to use my clock here, and I'm going to start the timer. And we're going to I'll give them about 2 minutes, and then we're going to move on. All right. I need some like Jeopardy theme music, for a little background. Somebody who thinks the Espada is compact and easy to carry, that's real badass. That's real badass. All right. Just a few more seconds and we will stop. All right. All right, we're going to move on. I don't know. I think I found out about it like 5 years ago and then just became obsessed like so many other people. Because I like puzzles, and it's kind of for me, it's just like a puzzle. Okay, so let me go back to the random number generator. We're going to go to the next one. 1, 2, and 3. 155. Let me get rid of this. Okay, so 155 is going to be L. Madison, first name Lucas. L. Madison, something like that. I don't know exactly how to say it, but first name Lucas. It's Elmadicine. See if you are here. Oh, wait, there you go. You are here. Congratulations. All right. So you won Casio plus the kit. Congratulations. And you don't have to do anything else. All you have to do is look out for my email. If you don't see it in a week, email me. Something weird happened. All right, so let's go to the next one. 1, 2, and 3. 22. 22. Okay. First name Craig. And the YouTube profile is Bald Head Racing. Bald Head Racing, one word. So if you are a channel partner, you'll see a little symbol like that looks like my thing right next to your um, right next to your name when you type. You'll see it. Hopefully. I'm not exactly sure where you look for it in your profile. Oh, did I see him? Oh yeah, there he is. All right, cool. So you won the Timex expedition with the knife. So just win. This is the NLA. All right, perfect. You're good to go. No need to worry. All right, so go back to the random number generator. So this one is going to be for the Kaiser Momo. 2, and then one more. What's with 155? 109 is going to be the next one. 109. And that's going to be Theo. River Eye, one word, is going to be the YouTube profile name. River Eye. Go down here. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And the name is green. If you're a channel partner, you'll know. Also, you'll know because if you go to try to enter and you'll see the post and then it's only available, you can only see it if you're a channel partner. Is it is there? Oh, there we go. And River Eye is here. Perfect. Congratulations. No need to do anything else. You'll just be getting an email from me. So this is for the, what did I say? Momo, right? Momo. Okay, got it. So that's that one done. And all right, now we're going to do the Vosteed. 1, 2, and the last number is 41. I think it's Ilya, not, yeah. Ilya Kret- Krestinsky. Ilya Krestinsky, 2 words. And that's going to be for the Vosteed. Let's take a look and see. Ooh, there we are. Ilya, congratulations. And this is going to be the Vosteed. Okay, good. Now, it's moving along. And now we are down to the last one. Last one. This is going to be for the S45, excuse me, S45VN Kaiser Drop Bear. So we'll see what we got here. So 1, 2, and this is going to be the winner, 137. 137. Okay, winner is Charles. Charles, and the YouTube profile is Chuck Marsh 7781. I'm not sure if the 7781 is actually part of that, but yeah, Chuck Marsh 7781. Yes, it is. Thank you, Tony, for stopping in. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's a great steal. It's a great steal. It's a great knife. The only reason I don't is because I have, while this is working. Wait. Okay, so Chuck Marsh, I see you're here. However, because you wrote the number next to it, I'm going to ask you, I need you to give me, let me find this here, the 4-digit code that you entered in the Google Doc. All right. Now, obviously, no one else has your email, so it's not going to matter. But the 4-digit code will confirm that you are that Charles. Where did I see it? Did I miss it? All right, you're good. So you're good to go. So that fixed that. So winner. This Kaiser Drop Bear S45VN. All right, right on, right on, right on. Okay, good stuff. So that is the conclusion of the giveaway. I love it when it goes smooth like that. It's awesome. All right. So congrats to everyone. And don't forget, if you became a channel partner during this stream, there's another chance to win in the next 7 days for 3 additional winners. So all you have to do is go and fill in one time, fill in the form like you just did here. You can do it in anytime within the next 7 days, and you will find that link directly in the community section on YouTube on my page. Okay, and it'll only be visible for you. And when I go to draw it, I check to make sure everyone there is actually a member first, and then I eliminate those, and then so it's all it's been working really well every month. All right, so that was great. So I'll stick around for a little bit. We're actually doing great on time. We got through all 5 of those pretty quick. So anything else you guys want to talk about, we can before I head out. If you guys want to look at any of these knives some more, I guess you know what you could do. Yeah. You know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to show you what the three winners will be winning. So the first one is a Kaiser Feist. That's going to be one of the winners. So this is the denim micarta version, and it has that really cool denim tool roll thing that it comes with. Then I also have the Kaiser Comet, was going to be another winner. So that'll be the second one. And the third winner is going to get a pair of utility knife blades from CJRB. So this is the aluminum and titanium variations of their new utility knife that they have. So this will be the third winner. So both of those. So that's what will be part of the membership giveaway for the month of March. Dory. You can look these up, guys. It's they only make one utility knife, but CJRB is the brand for this, and they just had a Kickstarter on it, so you can find it out there. You'll get much better images than even if I were to hold it up there. Yeah, enhance. No, I am hoping that I can finally figure out how to get my other video cameras working because the quality is much better and we're going to do top-down shots. So in the future, hopefully we'll be able to actually take a look at these things really up close and personal. And it'll be a little bit better, I think. I mean, they're utility knives, right? Like they're small knives. They're designed to be small. Oh, yeah, right. Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. My bad. Yeah, I forgot. I'm on the micro screen. I completely forgot. Sorry, my bad. My bad. Good call on that. All right, so let me show you again. I'm sorry. My bad. So these are them. They are one-handable. You press this down and then other way. Press it down and push out the blade. Pretty cool. So titanium and the aluminum variation. So two different knives. Pretty much identical. Actually, I think that might be steel, not aluminum. Because it feels pretty heavy. There you go. Alrighty then. All right. What other questions we got here? Micro monthly drawing says ended on the 24th. It should say in the form, it should say ending April 3rd. It should 03 April 24. So that's, I know it's habit from being a chemist. It's um, date, the day, the month, and the year. Day, month, year. Sorry, if it's confusing, that's the way I've always done it. Ever since I was a chemist, that's the way they have you write it. So sorry, my bad. What's your pocket carry multi-tool lately? I mean, I've been crushing on this on the Flex a lot, and it's actually been pretty good, but it's not a one-handed blade though. I mean, when I want a one-handed blade, I really like my modified arc, but this is not for everyone, right? And also mine's got a bit driver in it. So, and this one you can't even find anymore. The bit driver, they stopped carrying this particular one. Um, I really like the Swiss Tool MX clip if you're looking for stuff now. It's awesome. What do you mean? Are you asking me if there's anything I'd like to know about the Byberry Surge Clone or vice versa, or anything that should be known about it? I'm confused. Yeah, I was a chemist. I worked in pharmaceuticals. I did toxicology. I also my favorite one was probably the craziest one was the precious metal refining. So I worked at a company that refined precious metals from slag. So they would then process it down from like just basically incinerated material into like valuable metals like gold, rhodium, um, what other things? What are the platinum group metals? Like, I don't know off the top of my head. It's been so long. Uh, Shoot, man, so many of them. Yeah, it was cool. It was a really cool job. So, so like basically alchemy, not a science, not a science. It's pretty cool though. Honestly, precious metal refining is really cool because you start out with this like raw material, you dissolve everything you can, and then very slowly you draw out of this solution precious metals. Make them fall out of this solution and precipitate, they call it. And when I was working there, they were using a chemical called mercuric chloride, which is mercury and chlorine. It's like really bad stuff. And it was cool because it could precipitate all of the platinum group metals at the exact same time. It was really cool stuff, but no one wanted to make it because it's really dangerous. I'm old enough. I'm old enough to have enjoyed the 90s. That's how old I am. Hey, Tim, can you keep an eye on the guy that we're talking that you know what I'm not talking about? Just if it gets any worse, can you take care of it? Thank you. Oh, we already did the giveaway. So next time. So it won't be next week. Probably we probably won't have one next week because I think I'm getting back at like Wednesday, and that wouldn't be enough time to get set up. But probably the following week we'll have another giveaway. We might do every other week, just so I can do like bigger giveaways, maybe like we're doing today. Because like I didn't have one last week, so I kind of carried things over. Tim is the man. Hey, stay on topic. Stay on topic. Do you know what I mean? All right. Are you designing any knife or multi-tool? So I know I don't have it yet, but I was told when I was getting it because it's in the mail, I could talk about it. So do you guys want to get a cool spoiler? You guys want a cool spoiler on a multi-tool I've helped work on? You guys want to see it? Thanks. I appreciate that. That you're, stay on topic. I appreciate that. All right. So I did work with a company on a design. Now, it's not my design, but what I wanted from it, they decided they would make, and I'm very happy about it. And I think you guys are going to like it a lot. So, I hinted at this. Um I had it in a recent video and didn't show it, but here's the punchline. We took the base form of the Next Tool Mini Sailor and we shrank it down to a single outer layer. We got rid of all of the potential blade tools that would be confiscated, and we made the TSA. So this one will be TSA legal. It will be great to give to kids and gift to children because it doesn't have a blade, but it does have a scissor. So I will show you. And I've made changes. We've made changes to it since, but it has the scissor, which is a great scissor, very, very good. And it has on the other side, it has a Phillips driver, and it has a flathead bottle opener and the SIM card extraction tool. But the whole purpose of this thing was to make it as slim and light as possible. So the thing they did that I was really happy about, maybe you can see it, maybe you can't, is look at all the holes they've drilled in the frame. So they've done as much as they can to reduce the weight of this tool, making it as slim and as light as possible. It's lighter than the Squirt, but it's not as light as the Style PS was. But at least something will exist. And I'm very happy to see it. Now, there's been some slight changes since then, but I am super pleased with what they've done because having a really budget friendly tool, and it's going to be great price wise, that anyone can carry, can go anywhere, and you can gift to anyone. I mean, had to happen, man. It's not a SOG power pint, so it's not like that. I mean, that's a much more substantial tool. But this thing goes anywhere, right? It's really small and flat. It goes in a keychain. I had no trouble. So I don't know the exact release date, but I know that the final prototype is in the mail to me in the near future, and I should hopefully have it. And as soon as I do, I will be doing a formal video on it. So you guys are getting like a little bit of a heads up. I don't think they're going to have a problem with this because they're definitely going to make it. And I'm so happy that they are because I think it's going to do very well. It does not have a blade. It has a scissor, it has a plier, it has, oh yeah, and the plier. I guess I should show that. So it has the plier. This is much more substantial than the one in the squirt, by the way. So it has a plier, it has a scissor, a flathead, a Phillips, a SIM card extraction tool, and a bottle opener. That's it. No blade. And I've absolutely used that flathead for opening packages plenty, so it works. The whole point was to not have it uh, be something they would confiscate, and to be, if they did anyway, it would be so cheap that it wouldn't be the end of the world. That was the whole point. And it's not going to be in this color, so it's going, like we talked about this. We're probably going to do it in black. It's going to be black scales. It's just neutral, you know. They did show me a green though. They did show me a green, and I really liked the way it looked, but I think it was like too specific. Do you know what I mean? And look, I'm not getting like commission or anything like this. I just wanted it to freaking exist. I think that I've realized, because I was thinking about making a knife, I was thinking about making multi-tool. I don't want to get into the production game. I only want to help people make better products. That's what I want to do. I really just want to stay out of it to some extent. But this is the kind of thing I'm happy to participate with because I know people want it. It needs to happen, and now it's going to be something that happens before the end of the year. So I'm happy to be part of it. I am. I'm happy to be part of solutions, people coming up with things. And the Leatherman had the style PS, but it was $35 and it had that really bad spring problem. Also, people were like abusing Leatherman's warranty on that tool where they would like shatter that they would like use this thing like a Knipex, and they were surprised when it shattered, and then they were sending it in, and Leatherman was warrantying it because they're really good warranty, and so they were losing money hand over foot. So this will be UK legal as well. This is 100% UK legal. It's legal everywhere because there's literally nothing in here that is illegal. Like even the scissors are not that pointy. Like even the scissors are like barely pointy, right? So it's good. It's gonna be fine. And the thing is, I'm gonna get one for my daughter, right? I'm gonna get one for that. I'm gonna keep like a bunch of these around so I could gift them to people. Like this is perfect. Like it's no more or less than what most people need, right? I mean, and the thing is, it's not trying to be a folding knife either. It's not trying to be a knife. Like it's not trying to take that role. It's just being a complementary tool that can do little things. Why was the crunch discontinued? The crunch was discontinued because every tool in there was only made for the crunch. And the people who loved it were very adamant about it, but they weren't they were a very small percentage of very specific individuals, right? And so it was expensive to make. It only had tools that worked for the crunch, and not that many people actually, were buying it, even though those people were very passionate about it. So that's the reason. Well, I mean, TSA could take it, but I will tell you right now, I've been through security 6 times with this thing. They didn't even pull it out of the bag. So if it had been the bladed one, they would have known. But seriously, like in Italy, they took a look at it and they're like, "Yeah, that's fine." Like coming home and going there, they're like, "No, that's fine." Like so. I mean, look, ideally, I want every company to have success, to have a tool that gives people a lot of choices, right? I want Go Tool to be successful. I want Roxon to be successful. I want Next Tool. I want I want everyone to have something that is good, right? Because then you have all of these options as a consumer, and you can choose something. It's not good when one person is really high up and everyone else is like floating down here. It's not good. Okay. Technically, yes, but let's be real. They're going to take it because they have no idea what they're looking at. Like they might say, "Oh, it has a blade," and then you go, "Oh, yeah, it has a blade." Like, watch this. Uh, like, take it out, and they're gonna be like, "Okay, we're still taking it." You know what I'm saying? How do you get that thing back in there? There you go. Boom. There you go. Boom. Locked. Also, like, did I mention that when you put the blade as a second position, you can technically one-hand it? It's not ideal, but it is possible. It is possible. All right. Competition is good. And there's like plenty of space out there, man. Like it might seem at first like Roxon and GoTool are going to cannibalize each other, but I don't know if that's true. I think if they play their own games, I think they actually have very different potential markets. First of all, the GoTool comes with one-handed blades and a bit driver stock. So there's that. Tomas, like we actually talked about it earlier and I laid out the whole tool set. So when you get a chance, go back to the earlier part of the stream and I actually show the whole tool set and everything. And we talked about how to order it. And so definitely if you want to take a look, go take a look back there and it'll show it to you. Okay. I don't think that's a good idea because it would make them a lot heavier. For instance, um, there's a company called Rake, and they have tools that are OEM'd by a company called Sanren Mu, and they look like a Swiss Army knife. They have thicker scales, right? And between those layers is steel spacers, right? It's a much heavier tool, right? And they use G10 handle scales. It it is not as popular in large part because Victorinox is so light. The fact that they use the plastic handles or handles and then aluminum liners makes the tools very, very light. So it's one of the big things that makes them so good and why people like them. But wait, weren't you the person who said you carried a Espada and you thought it was compact? So like my guess is you can carry anything, right? Like you have like awesome belt structure. I mean, like you could carry anything. I mean, you carry a Surge, and that's like a small EDC for you if you're carrying an Espada. So there's that. I just realized that. It's funny. Uh, oh, so it's not a link. It's a little button. Depending on how you're watching, it's a little button right below the thing that's like join or I wish I knew what it looked like for mobile all the time. I can never remember. But yeah, there's a little button down there. I mean, sure, thin, strong frames. No. So the problem with putting titanium between metal is you get this process called galling, and when steel rubs against titanium, it can cause pithing in the titanium, which means it would kind of like become gritty. So aluminum is actually a much better material to put between those layers. As far as the outside is concerned, you can buy titanium scales. You absolutely can buy those. Yeah, I think it's like a three dots at the bottom right corner, maybe, and then there's like a little join thing there. That's what someone said earlier in this conversation. I think something like that. Oh yes, I actually might have been the one that said this. So this is what I talked about to them about this in January. It has always been a plan that in addition to making this, they will be making a one-handed like Swiss Army knife like thing that uses the same implements. So that was always in the plan, but it wasn't going to happen till like later. But they're definitely working on it. So it is absolutely going to come. 100%. Wait, what are we doing? Okay. Yeah, here's the thing though. Like, so let's say you take most of the tools out that you would use that have blades and you leave them in your checked luggage. You may as well just leave the whole thing in your checked luggage. I think where it becomes a big advantage is, let's say you're in a country where they're technically legal, but then they're hassling you. You could like just take out the blade, right? You'd be like, here you go. And they'll be like, what? Right? Or the fact that you can buy just the frame. Like if the frame breaks or something breaks and it's not covered under warranty, like maybe you've like abused it, you can just buy the frame, 40 bucks. That's not like something we've ever seen before. Pretty cool. I mean, you don't even need them to do it because they give you like a 3D file for the tang. You could have someone else do it. In fact, I was looking into the cost of wire EDM to get some blanks made in 14C28 or even MagnaCut. And so I might even look into that just for fun. It's not like, so I don't look. I have been the kind of person in my family who everyone comes to because they don't have the right tool or they don't have the thing. And I hate not having the thing. Like I personally hate it. And this is enough for me on a plane to get most things done. Like, right, I can use the scissor for cutting things open if I really had to. It's just a pain in the butt. Um, and the pliers are just good enough. I also like tend to carry like a cheap pair of like regular pliers in my carry-on because they can be useful, and a screwdriver. But I'm a weirdo like that. It's not for everyone. I just love the feeling of being that guy. I don't know if a MagnaCut lockpick would actually be good because the lockpicks need to be made out of a spring steel. Like they should bend enough. They both do. So both Roxon and Goat Tool have open source files that you can download. But Goat Tool is the one that created it first. So Goat Tool is the one that kicked this whole thing off with open source tools and open source scales. And Michael O'Donnell did a great job with that. He really pioneered it. And even with his little quirks on the Goat Tool, I think he's going to end up doing good over time. I think if he can get all his stuff nailed down, I think it's going to be good. But yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm trying to, the problem is they don't have a blank, which you can buy that has like an outside, like thumb opening so you can use one handed. I'm hoping they'll release a file for that or a couple blanks. That would be cool. Which is better? I, I don't know. I honestly don't. And the reason is there's a lot more space available for the goat tool. And I've dropped a goat tool and buried it in the sand, took everything apart, and it worked fine. Like it was perfect. That would absolutely destroy the flex. Like getting a bunch of sand and grit in here would be disastrous because underneath all this, like, and there's a second set of scales, there's so many small places where things can kind of get caught in. So it's not an easy answer. You know what I mean? I like the mechanism on this a little bit better, and I like the tools they have available for this for the most part. But one-handed blades, S35BN blade options for Goat Tool. So, like I said, I don't think they need to compete with each other. I think there's a lot of potential for both. We talked about this a little earlier. It can be as low as like 60, what did I say, 62 or 68, and as high as like as much as you want because you build it the way you want it. And every implement is a different cost. So like the diamond file is $8, but like the bit driver is only $6 and it takes up 4 slots. So that makes it cheaper, right? Because you only need, one tool for basically 5 slots, 4 slots. So play with that little like builder and you'll see it changes the cost depending on what you put in it. The best EDC tweezers are probably the Uncle Bill's sliver grippers. I've always called it silver grippers, by the way. It's sliver grippers, and they're awesome. They're cheap, they're awesome, made in America. They rock. There's also like those ones I talked about from I mean, you can get some really cool tweezers actually. What's interesting is the base model goat tool with a complete tool set that's actually quite good is about the same cost as the Leatherman Wave. Comes with a 440C blade and is easy to upgrade. And if anything breaks or you want to change it, you can just buy that singular component. That is very different. Both of these companies have a big, a very great future if they can kind of figure it all out. It just takes time. Who? What does? Oh, the sliver grippers. Yeah, they're awesome. Or are we talking about the tweezers from um was it Civivi? It's a lot of things to get. But yeah, I mean, look, I can't get one. That's crazy sauce, right? Like, I don't know. I enjoy it. I get a lot more joy about tools, especially multi-tools, than I do about folding knives. One of the reasons I give away so many folding knives. I like them. I like to look at them, and then I like them even more when I give them away. But man, multi-tools, I love. I just love them. No, no, there's no titanium version of the sliver grippers, as far as I know. There are titanium tweezers, but I don't even know if they're better than the sliver grippers anyway. I really don't. I do like the black oxide version of them. Those are really cool looking. You can get them in black. They're awesome. Let's see what else. Miss anything else? Probably should call it a night pretty soon. Of course, some people are just coming in. Okay. Note. Now I have a link that gets you 10% off your whole thing on CountyCom, but be warned. I have decent self-control before I purchase things. CountyCom is one of those websites you will like be like, oh, like you will just find way too much stuff on there. Just be very careful. It can be very impactful to your wallet. Okay, CountyCom has way too many fun things. If you like this genre of stuff, like titanium, you know, dice and Ultim boxes. It does. It's just be careful when you're on CountyCom, guys. It's like crack. Marcus, buddy, what's up? Do a watch build? What do you mean by a watch build? Like where you build it from scratch? Like I know they have those like subscription boxes where you can build it, but we were talking about watches earlier, actually. Marcus, check this out. This is the watch I got recently from there. I love this thing. It's like got real 1970s vibes. Sapphire crystal, assembled in the US, steel case. Really love this watch. I don't know. I'm just really enjoying it a lot. I gotta find they sent me a field watch. I cannot find it. It is awesome too. Okay. Pretend you didn't hear it. Your wallet will thank you. They make a whole bunch of stuff for like government contracts, and they also stock and a lot of things. They make a ton of stuff out of titanium. It's fun. Yeah, I did say that. It is like crack. You just gotta be careful. Don't tell her? Or no, I'm joking. You should definitely tell her, don't do that. But seriously, be careful. It is like crack. Definitely be careful. Like that website, like I don't need a little floss dispenser of Dyneema thread that's like 200-pound test. I don't need that, but it was $1.50, and I'm like, I need five because why not? Because I should have. I mean, that's the kind of thing it has is like stuff like that, and you're like, I don't need it, but it's so cheap. Yeah, yes, very important. This is very important. Come with gifts, right? Very important. Do that. Never, ever buy anything from Temu, guys. I'm telling you, unless you like all your information being sold to the highest bidder, their parent company just got like majorly in trouble for basically spying on people. So for the love of God, do not buy stuff on Temu. Like if you think AliExpress is bad, Temu is about 30 times worse. Don't. Just please don't. Yeah, but a lot of the stuff made by Countycom is actually made in the US. They don't say it, but it's actually like made here, which is awesome. Yeah. Um, yeah. Timu is like scam central. AliExpress I've had very good success with, but like Timu, stay the hell away, man. Absolutely. Don't do it. Like, yeah, just don't. Oh yeah. Yeah, let's just look. Want to do it? Let's do it. I'm going to CountyCom and we're going to do this here real quick. Why not? Why not? All right. So if you do want to use my link, it applies 10% of your whole purchase. It's under my website under discounts and so on. You can just click that link and it'll take you here if you want to do that. But like they have crazy stuff. So they very heavily in price. They have a bunch of stuff from companies like Lumentop, Ace Beam that are like exclusives, and they have some really crazy stuff. Look at this. This is like I don't. Why do I need this? I don't need this, but cool. But they have things like this titanium double cord lock. That's neat. I see, like this thing is completely ridiculous. A titanium forced entry tool. Like why? But awesome. Like I'm glad they do it. But they also have things like this. Like this is a Raylight um flashlight that they sell. So they contract, they buy a bunch of stuff from Raylight. They actually do have from time to time have great deals on flashlights. They have pretty good deals on pens and other things. And actually, I think if I remember correctly, they were coming out with some new stuff. That's pretty neat as well. But like it's all this kind of thing. It's just all kinds of cool. Like an Ultim small capsule. Like you don't need it, but they're awesome, right? Hmm. Oh, this is good. I like this one. Wait, what is this? Hmm. Oh, it's a watchmaker. Ooh, I want this. I want this bad. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna be buying that because, why not? What else? What else we got? That's a good one. I'd buy that. So you can go here and go to, where's the tools? Tools. Here we go. So like little pry bars, a grappling hook because for some reason we need that. Little magnet attached to your thing. I love these trays. I have a ton of these trays. They're really awesome. Let's see what else. Oh, these universal cleaning sticks. You can get them in plastic, but they're really awesome in titanium. These are really great. They're cheap. So the yellow one, so they're out of the titanium, unfortunately. Yeah, both variations. But the like plastic ones are still really good for taking things apart because you won't damage it, which is nice. What else? All kinds of stuff. They use the term tools pretty liberally here. Anodized compass, waterproof carbon fiber notebook, titanium com card. Like I said, very interesting stuff. It's all over the place, but they definitely have some cool things, and they do go on sale from time to time as well. Yeah, so this is why this company is a problem for me because they have a wide variety of things that are just awesome. Hmm, this is interesting. What is this? Wait, what did I just do? There we go. Huh. 58 titanium scales. So that includes the Swiss Army knife? That's actually a pretty good deal. So basically, it's $30 for the titanium scales. Now, if you were to buy these on AliExpress, it'll be much cheaper. So I'm pretty sure that's where they come from. But that's not bad. It's not bad. Pretty cool. I like the topo. It's nice. Yeah, I mean, this is the problem with this place is like the whole website's like this. Whoever their buyer is really good at his job or her job. Like, do I need a compass the size of a thumbtack? Look at how small this thing is, by the way. Like, look at this picture. I have one. I have these. They're awesome and they work really well. And they are tiny, like super tiny. Do I need those? No. Are they cool? Yeah. This is my problem. I think I've already seen this stuff. All right. And oh, look, more pages. Oh yeah, like the random titanium 6-inch titanium adjustable wrench, right? I do like the skeleton EDM carabiner. I'm thinking about getting that because I like the effect that you can put things in different spots. That's a nice one. I mean, some things go up to like $300. Look at this. Look at this thing. 12-inch all titanium wrench. It's insane, right? It's ridiculous. Why? Yeah, they'll tie anything these days, right? Um, let's see. That's pretty much it. And I think I'm gonna probably call it a night as well. But like, there's tons of stuff on this website, and it's all ridiculous. Yeah, this thing sells out every single time it comes back in stock, by the way. If you ever can get one, they are amazing and they fit in almost any pen organizer. They're phenomenal. It's awesome. Unfortunately, they tend to be sold out like right away once they come back in stock. Trying to think, anything else worth noting here? Of course, now I'm actually looking. So all this stuff is sold out, but does come back. Some things do come back in. All right, so that's pretty much it. Let me close this up. All right. Yeah, this is the problem with that place. So now you've experienced it. So now you know what it's like. Like, and they have like, I like their little supply section where they have like things like the Dyneema threads, and it's like it's really awesome. All right. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Look, I'm an enabler. What do you want? Don't show up if you don't want to be enabled. That's how that works. Like I enjoy trying things, and I know other people do too. And of course I grease the wheels, you know? All right. So we're going to call it a night. It was a lot of fun. I will be sending emails tomorrow morning to everyone who won. As always, thank you guys so much for your time, and we will talk again very soon.